6:48 on your Tuesday morning. It's time now for the morning rush. New lapel video shows the moment police officers made an almost unbelievable discovery while searching a home near Old Town last August. Albuquerque police found 40 pounds of marijuana, 10 pounds of cocaine, 2 pounds of heroin, guns, and an alligator in the home of Carlos Giddings. Giddings said he only had the alligator for a few days.
This morning, police in Santa Fe are searching for a murder suspect. Just before 4 yesterday morning, officers found 27-year-old Raul René Montejano Jr. dead and a 56-year-old woman injured. Now, police have issued an arrest warrant for 29-year-old Francisco Javier Grado Flores. They say that he was last seen driving a red Mustang. Police are asking if you see Grado Flores to call 911.
The man accused in a nearly 3-year-old murder case will be in court today. APD says 27-year-old Roman Serna shot and killed Chance Elkshoulder at a smoke shop on San Pedro north of Gibson back in July of 2020. He was taken into custody earlier this month. Today, a judge will decide if he will stay locked up until trial. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. It is a very warm morning. You won't need any extra layers. By the afternoon, it will be hot and breezy, a high of 93.
A dozen people are lucky to be alive this morning. This comes after they were rescued from the Rio Grande near Corrales. Corrales Fire Chief Anthony Martinez said that the crews were called out to Siphon Beach. It was around 3 yesterday afternoon. That's after 12 people on inflatable tubes got stuck in debris along the river and they couldn't get out. The chief says that everyone is okay, but stressed the dangers of the river's current high water levels.
Town officials are working on a new proposal that could bring single-use plastic bags back to Taos. In 2020, a Taos Town Council passed an ordinance that banned the plastic bags, plastic straws, and other single-use products. Now the council is looking to allow traditional plastic bags once again, but tax on at least 10 cents per bag for customers. Taos officials are still working on that proposal.
A local business owner is picking up the pieces this morning after her shop was destroyed by a fire over the weekend. Samantha Madrid says that on Saturday morning she got a call from her friends saying that her store was on fire. This incident now leaves 7 of her employees without a job. A GoFundMe page was created to help get them back on their feet. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is moderate. We'll see breezy to windy conditions across the state today with some hot temperatures that could lead to heat sickness in southeast New Mexico, along with high fire danger in the Northeast Highlands.
Major upgrades could be coming to Albuquerque Little League baseball and softball fields if voters approve a $200 million bond in November. The bond would allocate nearly $5 million for rehabilitating fields across Albuquerque. The city is currently set to ask voters for at least $8 million over the next decade. Renovations could include better fencing, lighting, shade structures, and improved stands.
Angel Fire Resort has announced that instead of a traditional fireworks show this 4th of July, they're going to instead be doing the first drone light show in northern New Mexico, hoping to prevent igniting any fires in the area. The resort will also have other activities throughout the first weekend of July to celebrate the holiday. The drone show viewing party will start at 7 p.m. on the 4th. That's with the main event starting at 8:15.
Rescuers from the U.S. and Canada are racing to find a small submarine that is missing at the bottom of the northern Atlantic. Officials say it lost communication about an hour and a half into its dive to explore the wreckage of the Titanic. There is enough oxygen on the vessel to last about 4 days. Erica.
All right, a check on traffic. Maps are clear. No accidents or slowdowns. And here's a look at Tracker heading south on I-25 near MLK. Starting to pick up out there. Speed though.
A dad in New York got the ultimate gift for Father's Day. Jonathan Calixto says that when his father Jose got sick with kidney disease, he donated one of his kidneys to his dad. Now, back in March, the two underwent surgery, and it was a success. 2 months post-surgery, the two Calixto men, they are feeling good and enjoying life.
Time now for the 5 facts.
At number 5 this morning, Angel Fire Resort announced that instead of a traditional fireworks show this upcoming 4th of July, they are instead going to be doing the first drone light show in northern New Mexico. Now, just a year ago, Angel Fire was fighting the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon fire. The resort will also have other activities throughout the first weekend of July to celebrate the holiday. The drone show viewing party will start at 7 p.m. on the 4th. That's with the main event starting at 8:15.
And number 4, town officials in Taos are working on a proposal that could bring single-use plastic bags back to the area. This after they banned them in 2020. A Taos Town Council passed the ordinance that banned plastic bags, plastic straws, and other single-use products. The proposed change could tack on a charge of at least 10 cents per bag for customers who choose to use the plastic bags.
And number 3, it's going to be another hot day. Temperatures will be similar to yesterday in the low 90s by the afternoon. We'll climb from the 70s this morning into those 90s by around 2 o'clock, and skies are going to stay partly cloudy.
And number 2, police in Santa Fe are still searching for a murder suspect. Just before 4 yesterday morning, officers responded to a home on the south side of the city to find 27-year-old Raul Rene Montejano Jr. dead and a 56-year-old woman injured. An arrest warrant is now out for 29-year-old Francisco Javier Grado Flores, last seen driving a red Mustang. He's believed to have a head injury from being hit with a baseball bat during a fight with the victim. Police say he is likely armed and ask for you to call 911 if you see him.
And at number 1 this morning, new lapel video shows the moment that Albuquerque police officers made an almost unbelievable discovery while searching a home near Old Town last August. Officers were called out to the home. That's after tips of a tiger cub being inside the house. There was no tiger, but instead, officers found 40 pounds of marijuana, 10 pounds of cocaine, 2 pounds of heroin, and they also found at least 12 guns with plenty of ammunition, in addition to an alligator. Carlos Giddings, the home's owner, said that he only had the alligator for a few days. As of this morning, there are still no charges for animal smuggling against Giddings.